Hello there, Malaysia. This is Gerryko here, and this is a Wait a Minute production. Today is the 13th of May 2014. It's a Tuesday, and it's 6:15 p.m. Hello there, Malaysia, or wherever you are from. It's a very bloody hot day. Bollocks in Selangor, Malaysia. Rawr. So in the right corner here is C2H 2014 day 1 of the cosplay. In front of you in the desktop is Adriana F of MetaArt. So today I'm going to talk about well, a trailer, very long trailer indeed, 3-minute trailer of Constantine NBC. I think this is going to be it's going to be a TV series actually, and I am stoked about it. That's why I'm making this video. It's quite interesting indeed. So this one here is Constantine NBC official trailer, which I got it from my Facebook account, and that's the fastest way to like get all your good stuff from Facebook. If you like NBC's page or DC Comics page or whatever it is, this damnation of a comic book is spawned from, and it spawned from the minds of initially Alan Moore, and it was further expunged from the depths of hell and elongated to the length of a death sigh in the minds of many writers that have constantly evolved the excellent series. So what is Constantine? Constantine is about a DC Comics HELLBLAZER. Thank you very much, trailer, for assisting me. So it is a very excellent character-driven comic book that was I think printed under the excellent guidance of Vertigo DC, which is for mature comics only line in the DC universe, aka Direct Currents Comics. So what can we, or what can I get from this Constantine? Constantine is based on the comic HELLBLAZER. We're not talking about the Constantine of old, the movie, or of a character in our ancient times, which is the Roman fella by the name of God knows actually. Okay, Constantine. We're not talking about the Keanu Reeves movie, which was made in 2005. In IMDb is at 7 out of 10 stars, and Rotten Tomatoes have it at about 50%. Personally, I like the movie Constantine starring Keanu Reeves. I think I'll give it a 7 or 8 stars out of 10. It was entertaining and still, well, not staying very true to the HELLBLAZER comic. You have Keanu Reeves playing what's his name? I don't know what's his name. Yeah, John Constantine here, and he has an American accent. When all I know, John Constantine is definitely from Britain, London, I guess, with a Cockney accent. Who knows what kind of accent he sports? So in this Constantine movie, we have the excellently beautiful Rachel Weisz, and also a very unrecognizable Shia LaBeouf here, who later on, I guess, or was it consecutively or in at the same time, was playing that kooky crazy character in that abysmal Transformers 2 and 3. But Transformers 1 was excellent. Transformers 2 and 3 was terrible. So Shia LaBeouf was unrecognizable in this movie here as a small little boy, I guess. And there's also Tilda Swinton here as the androgynous Gabriel Angel, and Digimon Hansao as Midnight. Digimon Hansao must be Haitian, not Asian as in Oriental Slate-eyed Asian, but Haitian with an H, the place where there's like lots of islands underneath America, between America North and South America, I guess. That place that was was under the influence of many tremors and destruction and earthquake as well a couple of years back, and still is not back on its feet, and is still crawling on its knees. So Constantine, this is a good movie. Okay, this is a good movie, but let's delve into Hellblazer the comic. So the first time that I I encountered Hellblazer was when I was in Britain. Britain's own library system has this book, Hellblazer. You want to have this book in Malaysia, well, hell have no fury over woman's scorn, and you might as well wait until it is snowing in hell. Or is there another proverb for that? Until snow falls in hell, or until it. Oh yes, now I remember the proverb. Uh, hmm. If hell freezes over, yeah, something like that. Hell freezes over. That means you're not gonna get Hellblazer in Malaysia, I think, because it's about demons and stuff. I guess maybe there's a statute about not showing anything that has something to do with shaitan or devil and whatnot. I might be wrong. There might be Hellblazer comic books in Malaysia, but I don't think the library system actually carries any of these comics because, well, it's a different thing. In Britain and in New Zealand, they have comics in the library system, which is awesome. So Hellblazer is about John Constantine, and it's under the Vertigo imprint of DC, and it was created by Alan Moore, the person who brought to you Watchmen, and also uh, what else? Proverbs like Who Watches the Watchmen, Vivo Vendetta, and League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. So a lot of great, great characters that Alan Moore, the practicing magician, has brought to our current or past attention. What? The series has concluded with issue 300? What the F? I didn't know that. Is it something to do with what's his name? What's his name? Zack Snyder or Frank Miller's 300 movie and comic respectively? Yeah, the imprint of 300. You know about gladiators with steamy, sweaty, oily, very buffed up bodies, homoerotic erotism to the max in the Zack Snyder 300 movie. So Hellblazer was very good in terms of storyline. You might be asking me, okay, Hellblazer, is there romance? Not much in it, not much at all. Is there like great sweeping saga like Lord of the Rings? I don't think so. Hellblazer is more towards the hell and the blazing part, which is well, what John Constantine will be facing soon. I mean, facing forever and ever until maybe issue 300, which I haven't actually had the chance to read at all. John Constantine is going to hell, definitely, for something he has done which I have already forgotten, unfortunately. So there were so many great British writers that has written for this comic Hellblazer. Something like Jamie Delano, Garth Ennis, who's famous for The Preacher. And if you haven't read The Preacher, go and read it. It has already concluded a long time ago. Then there's Paul Jenkins. Then there's Warren Ellis. Of course, Warren Ellis is famous for writing as well. Then Grant Morrison, another practicing not practicing, maybe a theoretician for the dark arts and whatnot, who would never ever be uh, mistaken for, who will never be mistaken for being in the Harry Potter universe. Grant Morrison is famous for his All-Star Superman, Batman, and whatnot, and also the crazy and quite influential. And if your mind is not opened, you would not appreciate another title called The Invisibles. Then there's also the fan favorite Neil Gaiman, who went about making a name for himself for his Sandman series, which is currently having another run after many years. Sandman has been collected into omnibuses and whatnot, and now Neil Gaiman is going to write for a new Sandman series. So it is good stuff. Andy Diggle and Peter Milligan as well, quite uh, good writers. You might, or if you are into comics and also into dark arts and also into good storyline and also into good titles in the comic universe, definitely you will recognize Peter Milligan, Neil Gaiman, Warren Ellis, Paul Jenkins, Garth Ennis, Jim Delano, and Grant Morrison. So Neil Gaiman, Sandman, and also very good novels such as got the forgot what's this the only novel that I've read from Neil Gaiman. Neil Gaiman is let's see here. American Gods, yes, American Gods from 2001. Definitely, you should read that one. I only got a chance to read one of his books because that was the only one in my local library, unfortunately. So Neil Gaiman is a very talented person. So all these influential and great writers were having a run around town with the character John Constantine. Let's see, John Constantine. There are so many what do you call it, omnibuses, or was it trade paperbacks? Yes, Hellblazer trade paperbacks. I did not conclude or finish all the TPBs, trade paperbacks, which was the only way to read Hellblazer in the libraries of New Zealand and Britain. So you can actually read any of them in any sequential order, because it's all kind of like its own story arc. You can just pick up any one of them and just read away. You don't need to get the first trade paperback or the first few numbered issue comics thingy of Hellblazer to enjoy the F out of it. So you have a number of them does have very good art, particularly the covers like this one here by I think Brad Street was the guy who made this cover here. Brad Street is also the person who made covers for Punisher and also to make realistic Punisher covers. I think if I remember correctly, Marcelo Frusin is a very good artist in his paneling, if I'm not mistaken. And there's also Lee Bermejo, who's also famous for making realistic and pencil-like inking. And besides that, there were so many. Even though if the art was not that good, it was the story that keeps you enthralled. You might say that, well, all these things about magic and hell and angels, there's nothing like realistic about it. Why should I care? So you might be thinking like that, but actually, if you were to read the book, you would definitely love it. Here is Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon, who later on, or maybe currently or in the past, while they were doing this, would be doing Preacher. I'm not sure about the timeline. So this is the Glenn Fabry's cover. So I guess Glenn Fabry and Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon, they are the trio of masterclass comic legends. There were so many that I haven't read it. I would love to get the whole thing and just read away, but this being magic and about hell and angels and the damned soul of John Constantine, it will be a very dark read and definitely an enjoyable one. Bear in mind, you have to have an open mind to actually go into it, since it's about angels, demons, hell, magic, and things that will suspend your belief. When it comes to magic in the past, if you can't explain it, that means it's called magic. And nowadays, with science being a runaway, so with the nowadays being what science being a runaway train, a lot of things has been explained, and everything is not that mysterious anymore. There's an explanation towards everything, and definitely it's not so magical anymore. So let's look at enough of babbling about Constantine, and let's watch the trailer, 3-minute trailer. So of course, Constantine is a damaged individual who has a lot of conscience problems and whatnot because of his guilt and whatnot, and I think he's not. I don't know whether to say he's scared of going to hell or not, but seems to be a person who just takes it with a whim. Okay, whether he's going to hell or not, who cares? He does not care, and sometimes he also cares. So strange. And why is he going to hell? Well, because of his smoking habit. he's a chain smoker, so he's kind of like gonna die of lung disease. That it was the premise for the movie Constantine starring Keanu Reeves, but I don't know whether it was relevant or not to the storyline or the universe of Hellblazer. So Constantine, or Alan Moore, if I'm not mistaken, it was Alan Moore who wanted uh, Alan Moore who based his character of John Constantine to the real life singer Sting, the Sting that is, from the Police, who did that stalker song. Every breath you take, every move you make, every down you make, every step you take, I'll be watching you. If you were to listen to the lyrics of this Every Breath You Take song, right, you do realize that it's about a stalker. I mean, about the singer being a stalker, right? Because you listen to the lyrics, he is every breath of the girl that he's stalking takes, he'll be there watching, even if the girl was like taking a dump or pissing or cleaning herself after a period. So that is a creepy song indeed. Okay, I wanted to like cover something before I go into the goody goody two shoe thingy thingy. So Hellblazer, yes, back to Hellblazer. So let's get all these things away. Jim Delano, Garth Ennis, Paul Jenkins, Warren Ellis, Grant Morrison, Neil Gaiman, Andy Diggle, and Peter Milligan. Let's see what they did for a living. All these are all Brits, definitely Brits and butter. Hellblazer for Peter Milligan. Oh, sorry, Jamie Delano. If I'm not mistaken, Jamie Delano is also an artist. If I'm not mistaken, and a lot of people have said that people who expresses themselves, they need to like put their creative juices, and I'm not talking about sperm, okay, creative juices into works of art on a piece of paper, on a 3D sculpture, or in the process of writing something. This is called creation. This is also, according to Comic Book Girl 19, a kind of magic. Magic is creation of something, whether it is mystical, full of bright lights, or lots of gas. I mean, not talking about farting, lots of puffing and huffing, poof, like a ninja just suddenly appears, that type of smoke screen gas. So Jamie Delano here, Garth Ennis of course for Preacher, and also Hitman as well. Paul Jenkins is I don't know whether he's the one who did the Lucifer book or not. Lucifer is another great book that you should read. Lucifer, about who else? About Lucifer, the guy, a fallen angel who disappointed God, if God were around or if he exists. I don't think so. Paul Jenkins is not the writer. I'm not talking about whether God exists or not, but I don't think so. Paul Jenkins is the writer for this hell for Lucifer comic book, which is another very good book, and you should read that as well. Paul Jenkins is, I think he was something to do with Wolverine. I think the Wolverine Origins comic book, not the stupid movie, which is stupid. And did I say it was stupid? Wolverine Origins movie, it was bloody stupid, very stupid, extremely stupid. And Deadpool, what the hell did they do with Deadpool? Stupid, 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 stupid. Do not watch Wolverine Origins, the movie. The comic book, I'm not sure. I did not read the comic book, which was penned and penciled by Andy Kubert, who was a sibling to what's his name, Andy Kubert, and another Kubert. Forgot what's the other. Adam Kubert, yeah, Adam Kubert. Who both of them are famous for X-Men back in the 1990s and 2000s. So there's Paul Jenkins. Then there's Warren Ellis. Warren Ellis also another very good writer. He did The Authority, which I read a bit. Transmetropolitan, I did not read that. I think the hero is called Spider and looks like strange. Then there's Grant Morrison, who's a comic book writer, playwright, and occultist. He's Animal Man, started with Animal Man, kinda. Batman, JLA, The Invisibles, Action Comics All Star Superman, Doom Patrol, and Fantastic Four. So Grant Morrison has been quite influential in the DC universe, and also in collaboration with Frank Quietly, especially for the All-Star Superman series, which I read and quite enjoyed. Neil Gaiman here, Sandman of course. What else? Neil Gaiman is the master of all when it comes to like storytelling from the point of view of dream. Then there's Andy Diggle, who did The Losers, Swamp Thing, Hellblazer, Adam Strange, and Silent Dragon. Silent Dragon, that sounds like a phallus or penis that's silent and rapey, kinda. That's what you would call a rapist's phallus or penis. Silent Dragon. Interesting. And Peter Milligan, yes, Milligan is more towards the X-Force and whatever. Interesting indeed. Oh, okay, back to the trailer at hand. Why am I having this Rastafan type of accent? I'm not sure. John Constantine, exorcist, dermatologist, and master of the dark arts. Demontologist, not dermatologist. There's nothing to do with their skin. And if you look at the numbers just now, it's 6666 at the end there. Kinda. Nope, it's 5555. Nice. He hates to put on airs. This is lovely to have that type of British speak, British speak. It's staying true to the Constantine that's depicted in the comic itself, even though this is NBC, which is the American TV thingy. This is funny. It's not my problem. Bollocks, which is, what is bollocks? Bollocks is testicles in British. Hear my words, biatch. And lots of buildings like America. You won't get that in Britain much at all, except for London. Okay, maybe. Seeing that cab, it might be in London. But it's not a black cab, so it's a yellow cab. That means it's America. Tango is based on the Hellblazer. And of course, there's an angel. There's always an angel near John Constantine, because angels are like the whipping boy for John Constantine. John Constantine will, in the end, always screw the angel in the bunghole, a hole, back door, the exit for the chocolate milkshaker, the excretor of waste area, and the place which you would like to visit on your beautiful spouse, and your spouse wouldn't let you because it's a bit too disgusting and painful sometimes. And angels, of course, they will have to fly because they have angel wings. It's not for just for looks. It's functional, I guess. It's nice to have something that's not CGI. It's real black ink. Nice. It's strange that I think John Constantine's petticoat or raincoat is a bit shorter, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know whether it's supposed to be this short or not. This is a bit modern. I think it's supposed to be a bit longer. Ah, pretty looking demons. Come, come. CUM. When an ancient evil arises and it's nothing to do with phallus. Phallus is also a kind of demon type of symbol. Oh, it's not a demon symbol, it's a magical symbol, of course. When you satisfy a girl with your phallus, it's magical in their eyes, of course. And then it only lasts about 5-10 seconds of magic for the guy, unfortunately. Only 1 month. Constantine, here to F things up. And smoke too. And I did not see any smoking at all. What the? That's not staying true to the character, right? Wait, did he smoke, or is it just a lighter that you see all the time? In this scene here, for sure, you will see John Constantine smoking all the time since he's a chain smoker. So it's interesting indeed. This one, it has my interest peaked, Piqued, and definitely I'll be looking forward to this TV series. Hopefully, it's a TV series and not just a one-off, one-shot movie. So hopefully you enjoyed my analysis of the HELLBLAZER trailer. See you Malaysia and or wherever you're from. Bye bye. Bollocks.